We got some Blade news. Blade. Okay, so Blade is being played by Mahershala Ali. If you don't know who he is, really great actor. Do you like Mahershala Ali as an actor?
I'm not so familiar with him. I don't know if I've ever seen anything with him in it. I know everyone's happy that he's Blade, so I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. But I don't think I'm familiar with him. Was he in Moonlight or something? I've never seen it, but
No,
obviously
but you said Moon Knight.
Moonlight.
I'm not sure.
I think
I'm
it
not
was an
sure.
Oscar nominee one year. I don't know if it might
Probably.
have been one.
I saw
Okay.
some movie with Mahershala Ali in it, but I do think that for Blade, Mahershala Ali looks perfect. I mean, dude,
he looks perfect, but I think that's a big fallacy that we see in the comic book movie world a lot. That if someone looks the part, a lot of people assume they could play the role well, which I don't think is. Listen, the two are completely different. Looking the part you have to look the part to play the part, but looking the part is completely unrelated to acting skills.
yeah, I think Mahershala Ali is like a great actor, like generational actor, in my opinion. And
Listen, and like I said,
and his work speaks for that. I mean, like if you watch some of them projects, you'll be like, "Yo, this dude can act." Like he's like he's on like I put him in like that Chadwick Boseman tier. Like he takes his Mahershala takes it serious. That's why I mean he made them rewrite the script.
Yeah,
like he's that involved.
I don't know how much I like the idea of it being in the 1920s, and I guess there's time travel, and that's a big part of the MCU now. But
I don't think time travel is going to be in this, honestly, bro.
And I'd want to see a more modern Blade. Like I want to see a Blade with all the weapons, and that was one of the things I loved about the Wesley Snipes Blade movies. And
I don't know how they're going to do it.
Yeah.
I think it's going to link with the Werewolf by Night and all those type of projects. I think that's going to be his own little pocket. Moon Knight, I think it's going to be in that little pocket of heroes. I would love to see something like that. And apparently this is really going to push the Midnight Suns narrative, which if they do a Midnight Suns movie, that movie will gross $1 billion with no effort. I mean, dude, what?
Yeah.
Imagine the Midnight Suns movie, bro. You would go nuts.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I agree.
So, yeah. I mean, that's the only way that I think that they can like change the tide is they have to introduce a team like that. But with Blade, you can do so much with that character in the MCU. You could do a 1920s and like as a flashback. I think it's gonna be over a flashback. I think people are exaggerating. I think it's gonna be a 1920s flashback. And I think it's gonna deal with Black Knight. I think he's gonna deal with one of the past lives of Black Knight, and it's gonna link to that. And I think we're going to get a Black Knight and Blade story, which I think will be very interesting because then that will introduce us to the Midnight Suns. So that's kind of the plot I see it going to because I see it like don't you know how like Sam's Falcon and the Winter Soldier gave us Thunderbolts?
Yeah.
That's the way I see that movie kind of playing a role. Like it's going to be about Blade, but I do think that it's the big picture is to get him in the MCU so we can do a Midnight Suns movie. And I'm happy that they're not doing a show. I think a Blade show would have been terrible. Like I love the fact that like we're doing a one-off movie and like I like that. Cause shows are too long. Like there are some characters in Marvel that you just don't want to like overdo. Like an Iron Man show.
Ironheart.
Whoa, no. Well, I would say no because Blade is a top tier character. He's an A-list character.
I know, but I'm just saying about the shows. Like I would rather watch 1 hour than 5 or 6 hours.
Exactly. Because
Echo, Agatha.
Because with someone like Blade, right? Like 6 hours of Blade, you would get tired of the character. Not because he's a bad character, but because the excitement goes away once you get so much of something. That's why I feel like they haven't done a Luke Skywalker show or an Anakin show because of that reason. Which is a lie because Star Wars: The Clone Wars is one of the biggest TV shows of all time. Anyways, time for another day. So I'm happy that they're doing a Blade movie, and if it's set in the 1920s, I'll be very excited to see what characters are in it. A lot of Easter eggs and stuff like that. So, Lord, I can only hope. Okay, so we're on board for Blade. We just need more news, and we need a costume reveal because I think that costume is going to be freaking awesome.